and those sort of things have happened to me too. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it sticks with you if you don't let it go.
Yeah.
And then what happens is it gets in the way when you're gonna like have another situation, like you might be dating a girl or something. You'll start second guessing yourself because you have this wound that you didn't heal.
Right. That's probably what it is, huh?
It could be.
Yeah. Because I took a chick out. She's like, "Can I get something?" I said, "No, no, I'm not getting you nothing to go because you're gonna take that back."
No. She says that. She says that. She's like, "Can I get that to go?" And you're like, "You can't fuck my friend."
Right.
She's like, "What? What are you talking about? Don't fuck my friends. I just want to take. I want to take the I just want the salad and the chicken to go. Yeah, but you ain't fucking my friends."
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Like a triggered reaction.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
she has no clue what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, I think that's another thing. Is that issue of like being played. You feel like you got played.
You are getting played, but
Yeah.
the thing about getting played is like if somebody's putting up a really good front, there's almost nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is just to move on and say, all right, well, now you're out of my life, so that's okay.
Right. Yeah.
And then,
yeah,
and not be angry at them anymore because it's a waste of your emotional energy on something that doesn't even exist anymore.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That moment in time doesn't have anything. I remember, and it's funny that you're talking about this. I was talking to a friend in the gym, and he was very big. What's his name? We keep in touch a little bit. Very interesting person. And he started telling me a story about like his brother-in-law or something happened. There was an altercation and he got angry because like this guy fucked him over or whatever. And he's like, I wanted to beat the crap out of him. And he was telling me the story. And as he was telling me the story, he was getting upset. Oh. And it happened like years ago.
Years ago. It brought it back.
And I told him immediately as I saw him doing it. I said, dude, I was like, you need to let that shit go right now. Like, I mean, look at you. You're so angry about something that's not even, he's not even here right now.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I don't even know who this person is.
Right.
Look how mad you are.
He was raging and shit.
He was starting to work himself up. And I was just like, I do that too. Like if a past memory comes up and I realize that I'm still attached to it and I'm like, oh shit, like this is something I need to let go. Like this does not serve me in any kind of way.
Right.
Yeah.
Trauma and stuff.
Yeah. And it's there. And I'm seeing it more and more clearly as I meditate, not just with me, but in other people, who they are and how they are as beings, like how we just kind of like. Yeah.
I got to make a mental note to see somebody. Because my job actually has where you can see therapists.
Oh, free therapy?
Yeah.
Oh,
I need to
do it.
Right, huh?
Just find the right one, though.
Right.
So, like, if you go to somebody, see them a couple of times and then see if it's a fit. Because just because they're therapists, they might even be good therapists. They might not be the right therapist for you.
For you, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be like a relationship. It's got to work.
Yeah. Therapy, mostly you just go in there and you just talk to the person, right?
Yeah, but they help steer you. Yes. Yeah. Therapy is 100%. You talking about.
You can be vulnerable. You can be vulnerable. And
you want to be vulnerable. Yeah. And you want to talk about things that you wouldn't normally bring up with anybody else.
Yeah.
But then on top of it, because they're professionals, they can help guide you with whatever you're letting out.
Yeah. I got to
because they can help clarify something that you might be misinterpreting.
Right.
A lot of the times, like you'll say me and them, and like you'll start like
creating. Because there's certain things you don't want to say to a person that's you're friends with, or family members. That this motherfucker's crazy.
Yeah.
But if you say therapy,
but we all are. Yeah. That's the thing. Like we all have, and if you're not crazy, you're just kind of vanilla.
Right.
Yeah, like really, really kind of like boring people.
That don't have anything.
Like really, really dull kind of like chill energy, but they don't really have a thing. Whereas like people who have really active minds, that they're kind of crazy. Just like when we were talking on the phone with my friend, she's like, "I'm crazy."
Right. Like, yeah.
It's like we all have like
little quirks.
Yeah.
Everybody has little quirks, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
Which is good and bad.
Yeah, everybody has little quirks.
Yeah,
and
because unchecked energy is no good.
Everybody has little quirks that they're like dealing with, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that this year. So I need to see a therapist. Have you ever talked to a therapist?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a therapist for a very long time.
Yeah.
And when I got back, so she wouldn't practice therapy with me when I was in Thailand, and because she can't legally. Even though we were doing video. And so we took a break. And then when I got back, I started speaking with her. And then, I don't know, it felt like breaking up like a relationship.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, I think we've come to a point where you might not, this isn't going anywhere. Not in a bad way.
Right.
It was like a very, and there was me just missing her as a person.
Right.
It had nothing to do with the therapy.
Yeah.
And then when we stopped, I realized, I was like, yeah, I think I got to a point where she couldn't guide me any much more forward. And ironically, that's when I hit a wall of anxiety because I was getting off of the Prozac, and there's like a month and a half delay. And that shit hit me so hard. And I was like obsessing and dealing with all this shit. So I got back on it. And I tried to find another therapist, and when I found somebody that took my Medicaid, Medicare, whatever, and he was not for me. I won't say he was a bad therapist, but it just wasn't working.
He wasn't good. Yeah.
And then ironically, that's when I found meditation,
and
the meditation center. That turned out to be better therapy.
Right.
For me, at least. You know, just learning to let go of all the shit you hold on to. And so like, and you know, and you work with professionals. There are people who there are like leaders of the meditations. So they're your helper.
Right.
And they just guide you. And I've gotten to a really good point where I've been dealing with that.
Yeah, man.
And then they brought me through the year. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead. No, but that's what I'm saying. Do you think that did it help you?
It has been.
It helped, yeah.
Because I'm seeing things more clearly. Like parts of me that really need to be worked on, and stuff that I need to get rid of.
See, that's what I want to do this year. This year, I want to slowly. I want to transform myself.
I'll give you the information.
Yeah,
you might like it, bro.
I want to do a lot of healing stuff,
dude. This is it.
Right. I want to do.
Remind
therapy.
me when we're done.
Okay.
Give you the info.
Meditation and all the whole now.
I'm out of Flushing meditation, but right now it's international, but they keep it country based. So the U.S. has centers in California, Florida, the middle of the country, New York, Canada, and there's sessions like 12 times a day. So you can join for an hour, and they give you a little spiel at the beginning, which is like the methodology and the way it works. And then you go into meditation and you work on your level. There's a leveling system. So it's Buddhist meditation, but it's structured in a really cool way.
Okay.
And you work up to your level. I'm still